Right on time.
The clock is just striking 12. Go home to bed, Francisco.
Thanks for letting me go. It's really cold out, and I'm stressed.
Well, good night. If you happen to see Horatio and Marcellus who are supposed to stand guard with me tonight, tell them to hurry.
I think I hear them. Stop. Who's there?
Friends of this country.
And servants of the dynasty.
Good night to you both.
Goodbye. You take all the watchword.
Barnard has taken my place. Good night.
Hello, Bernardo.
Hello, is Horatio here too?
More or less.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, Marcellus.
So tell us, did you see nothing again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio, as we imagined, and most likely he's not heard everything about this little thing that he thinks right now. That's why I made him on our ship tonight. The ghost appears, he can see what they see and speak to it.
Oh, nonsense. It's not going to appear.
Well, let's sit down and we will tell you again the story you do not want to believe about what we have seen 2 nights now. Last night, when that star to the west of North Star had traveled across the night sky to that point, where it's shining now, at 1 o'clock, Marcellus and I,
Quiet, shut up. It's come again.
looking just like the dead king.
You're right again, Horatio. Say something to him.
Doesn't he look like the king, Horatio?
Very much so. It's terrifying.
It wants us to speak to it.
Ask it something, Horatio.
What are you? That you woke out so late at night, looking like the dead king of Denmark when he dressed for battle. My God, I order you to speak. Hey, stay! Speak! Don't leave!
It's gone. It's one person now.
It was about to say something.
I swear to God, if I hadn't seen this with my own eyes, I never believed it.
Doesn't it look like the king?
Very much so. It says the king was wearing exactly this armor when he felt the king of Norway. And the ghost vanished from sight.
It's happened like this twice before, always at this exact time. These folks by us at our post, like a warrior.
I don't know exactly how to explain this, but I have a general feeling this means bad news for our country.
All right, let's sit down and discuss that question. Can somebody tell me why this strict scheduling of the guards has been imposed? Am I so gross as manufactured in Denmark? Am I the shipbuilders are so busy that they don't even rest on Sunday? Is something about to happen that parents work this night and day? Who can explain this to me?
There I can. Or at least I can describe the rumors. So as you know, our late king, whom we just now saw as a ghost, was the great rival of Fortinbras, the king of Norway. Fortinbras dared him to battle, and in that fight our courageous Hamlet killed old King Fortinbras, who surrendered all his territories along with his life to his conqueror. If our king had lost, he would have had to do the same. But now old Fortinbras' young son has gathered a bunch of soldiers from all over his country, and for some food they're eager to get the lands out of Fortinbras lost. So gentlemen, as far as I understand, that's why we're posted here tonight and why there's such a commotion in Denmark lately.
Well, that is exactly right. That explains why the ghost of the late king will hunt us now, since he caused these wars.
Yes, the ghost is definitely something to worry about. I mean, the high and mighty Roman Empire, just before the Julius Caesar was assassinated, corpses rose out of their graves and ran through the streets of Rome speaking gibberish. Wait, look! It has come again! I'll meet to the best, the last thing I do. Stay here, you hallucination. If you have a voice or can make sounds, speak to me. If you have some secret knowledge of your country's sad fate, tell us about it. Or if you've got some buried treasure somewhere, then tell us about it. Stay and speak. Wait, don't leave. Stay here. I order you to speak. Keep it from living Marshal.
Should I start the spear?
Oh, yes, if it doesn't stand still.
It's gone. Everyone wrong to threaten violence. It looks so much like a king.
It was about to say something when the rooster crowed.
And then it acted startled. Like a guilty person caught by law. Well, I've heard that the rooster makes all angry ghosts hurry back to their hiding place. We've just seen proof of that.
Yes, it stayed away when the rooster crowd.
Yes. But look, morning is breaking beyond that hill and the sun in the sky, right? Let's interrupt our watching while telling Hamlet what we've seen tonight. I'm sure this ghost that's so silent with us will speak to him. Don't you agree that we owe it to him to tell him about this, out of duty and love?
Let's do it. I know we'll find him this morning.
still have fresh memories of my brother, the elder Hamlet's death, life still goes on. I think it's wise of honor, but also think about my own health. Therefore, I have married the queen, my former sister-in-law, both children's happiness and sadness. Now, down to business. You all know what's happening lately. Young Fortinbras, underestimating my strength, is demanding that I, King Claudius, return the territory his father lost to my dead brother. And I know just how to deal with this point. I have written a letter to Fortinbras' son, and in this letter, I am asking him to stop these negative plans and keep the peace. I am giving the duty of delivering this letter to you, Voldemort. Your business in Norway will be limited to this letter. Now, leave. Do me a favor and go quickly.
I will do my duty to you.
I have no doubt you will. Goodbye. Now, Laertes, what do you have to tell me?
My dread lord, I just want your permission to go back to France, which I left to come to Denmark to show my presence in your coronation. But sadly, I confess, my thoughts are on France. And now that my duty is done, so with your great mercy, I beg your vocation for going.
Did you get your father's permission to spoil yourself?
Well, my son has worn me down by asking me so many times. In the end, I grudgingly consented. I beg you, my lord, please let him go.
Well, in that case, leave whenever you like. Spend your time well. I hereby grant your request and hope you have a good time.
Mercy, my lord.
Now, Hamlet, my nephew and now my son.
Too many criminals, I say.
Why are you so gloomy with a cloud hanging over you?
It's not true, sir, your son is Albus' son. My dear Hamlet, still wearing these black clothes and betraying to the king. You can't spend your whole life with your eyes to the ground, remembering your noble brother. It happens all the time. What lives must die eventually, passing to the eternity. Yes, mother, it happens all the time. So why does it seem so particular to you? Seem, mother? I don't know what you mean by seem. Neither my black clothes, my dear mother, nor any other display of grief can show what I really feel. It's true that all these things seem like grief, since a person could use them to fake grief if he wanted to. But I've got more real grief inside me than you could ever see on the surface. These are just the hints of it.
Hamlet, you're so sweet and such a good son to your father. But you have to remember, your father lost his father, who also lost his father before him. That's how it works every time. Sons mourn their father for a while, but overdoing it is not manly. It's not what God wants from us. You're committing a crime against heavens. Stop this useless money of yours and start thinking of me as your new father. Because everyone here knows you're the closest man to my throne, and I love you just as much as any father loves any of his sons. And your plans to go to Wittenberg are not what I want. I'm asking you to stay here, in my company, as the number one member of my court, as my nephew and now my son too.
Please ask my parents and stay with us. Don't go back to Wittenberg. I'll obey you as well as I can.
That's the right answer. Shows your love. Stay in Denmark, like all of us. Come, my good man. And the decision to stay made me very happy. And every merry toast about that today will be heard as far as the clouds overhead.
I wish my dirty flesh could melt away into a vapor, or that God had not made a law against suicide. Oh God, how tired, stale, and pointless life is to me. It's like a garden that no one's taking care of, and that's growing wild. My father's only been dead for 2 months, not even 2. Such an excellent king, as superior to my uncle as a goddess to a beast, and so loving toward my mother that he kept the wind from blowing too hard on her face. Heaven and earth must I remember. She would hang on to him, as if increase of appetite had grown by when it fed on, and yet within a month, I don't even want to think about it. Even before she had broken the shoes she wore to his funeral crying like crazy, even an animal would have more dismayed longer than she did. There she was marrying my uncle, my father's brother, who's as much like my father as I like Hercules. Less than a month after my father had died, she remarried. So quick to jump into a bed of incest. That's not good, and no good can come of it either. But break my heart, for all I must hold my tongue. Hello, sir. Hello, Oyunu. That is your name, right? Yes, sir. Still your respectful servant. Not my servant, but my friend. I'll change that name for you. But what are you doing else? I felt like skipping school, sir. I wouldn't allow your enemies to say that, and I won't believe it from you. I know you've never skipped school, but tell me as my friend, what are you doing here? Sir, we came to see your father's funeral. Don't make fun of me. I think you came to see my mother's wedding instead. Well, sir, it's true. It came soon after. It was all about saving a few bucks for issue. The leftovers from the funeral made a Korean wedding banquet. My father. I think I see my father. Where, sir? In my imagination. Oh, I saw him once. He was an admirable king. Yes, he was a great human being. He was perfect in everything. I'll never see him like something. Sir, I think I saw him last night. Saw who? The father, sir, the dead king. The king, my father? Don't get too excited yet, sir. Just listen carefully while I tell you the amazing thing I saw with these gentlemen as witnesses. For God's sake, let me hear it. So, after midnight, for 2 nights running, these 2 guards marched to San Bernardo. So a figure that looked very much like your father from head to toe. It just appeared before them and marched past them with slow dignity 3 times. Only some distance from their amazed eyes while they turned quaking with fear and too shy to speak. And they told me all about this. So on the 3rd night, I agreed to come stand guard with them to see for myself. And it happened again, just as they had described. Sir, I knew your father. This ghost looked as much like him as my 2 hands are like each other. But where did this happen?
On the platform where we stand out, sir.
Didn't you talk to it? Oh, I did, sir. But it didn't answer me. It raised its head once as if it was about to speak. It just sent the rooster started crowing and the ghost vanished from sight. That's very strange. I swear to God, it's true, sir. We thought you ought to know about it. Yes, I should know, but it disturbs me. Are you on duty again tonight?
Yes, sir.
It was armed, you say?
Answer.
From head to toe?
My lord, from head to foot.
So, you couldn't see his face then? Oh, yes, we could, sir. He had a sound fever. Was he frowning? He looked more sad than angry. Was he pale or flushed and red? Very pale, sir. Did he stare at you the whole time? I'm sure I did that. You would have been very shocked. I'm sure I would have. His beard was gray, right? It was just like in real life. Dark brown with silver whiskers in it. I'll stand guard with you tonight. Maybe it'll come again. Oh, I bet it will. If it looks like my good father, I'll speak to it. Even if hell itself opens up and tells me to be quiet. I asked you, if you kept it a secret, keep doing so. I'll return the favor. So, goodbye for now. I'll see you around the guard's platform between 11 and 12 tonight. We'll do our duty too, sir. My father's ghost, armed. Something's wrong. I suspect some foul play. I wish the night were here already. Oh, dear sister, please, yeah? I'm going. My lungs are on the ship already. And my dear sister, as long as the winds are blowing and ships are sailing, let me hear from you. Oh, you doubt that? No, just listen to me. As for Hamlet and his attentions to you, just consider it as a big flirtation, a temporary phase of a hot-blooded youth. It may be sweet, but his affections will fade after a minute. Not a second more. No more than a minute? Try to think of it like that. Anyway, when a youth grows into a man, he doesn't just get bigger in his body. His responsibilities grow too. He may love you now, and may have only the best intentions. But you have to be on your guard. Remember that he belongs to a royal family, and his intentions don't matter that much. He is a slave to his family obligations. He can't even simply make his personal choices for himself as most people can, since the whole country depends on what he does. And in addition to that, his choice has always has to agree with what nation wants. So, if he says he loves you, you should be wise enough to see that his words only mean as much as the state of Denmark allows them to mean. Then, think about how shameful it would be for you to give in to his seductive talk and surrender your treasure chest into his greedy hands. Watch out, Ophelia. Just keep your will under control. And don't let yourself become a target of his lust. Simply exposing your beauty to the moon at night is risky enough. You don't have to expose yourself to. Even good girls
well, sometimes you have a reputation. So be careful, curious, you say. And don't forget that young people often lose their self-control without any help from others.
I'll give you a words of wisdom close to my heart.
What my dear brother?
Don't you like your back freeze? Still feel some practice with these reeds? Shoving me to Tarny and narrow way to heaven rather frolic in the primrose Patterson.
Nah, don't worry, I won't. And I've been here too long. Then yet, here comes my father. Would I look like to heaven bless my living not once, but twice?
Oh, you still here, laddies? Shame on you. Get on board. The wind is filling your ship's sails, and they are waiting for you. Here, I will give you my blessing again, and just try to remember that he rules his plan. Don't say what you were thinking, and don't be too quick to act on what you think. Be friendly to people, but don't overreact. Once you've tested out your friends and find them trustworthy, hold on to them. But don't waste your time shaking hands with every new guy you met. Don't pick a fight, but once you're in one, hold your own. Listen to many people, but talk to people. Hear everyone's opinion, but reserve your judgment. Spend all you can afford on clothes, but make sure they are quality, not flashy. Since clothes make the man, which is doubly true in friends. Don't borrow money, and don't lend it. Since when you lend it to a friend, you often lose the friendship, as well as the money. And above all, son, be true to yourself, then you won't be forced to anybody else. The fun.
I come to give my best regards and say goodbye to you, father.
Now go, the time is right. Your servants are waiting.
Remember what I told you, Ophelia. It's locked away in my memory and you got the key. Farewell.
Well, what did he tell you, Ophelia?
Something about Hamlet?
Oh, a good thing he did, by God. And I heard Hamlet's been spending a lot of time with you recently. Then I had to tell. You've been conducting yourself with a self-restraint that all talk mine should show. So come on, tell me the truth. What is going on between you two?
He has offered me a lot of affections lately.
Affection? That's nothing. You're talking like some innocent girl who doesn't understand the ways of the world. Do you believe his offers as you call them?
I don't know what to believe, father.
Well, then I'll tell you. Believe that you're a foolish little baby for believing these offers or something weak. Offer yourself more respect, Ophelia.
But, father, you talk about love in an honorable passion.
Yes. Passion is just a word. A passing word. All right, go on.
And he made the holiest props to me to back up what he says.
Yes, these words are just traps for stupid birds. I know when a man is on fire, he'll spare to anything. Don't mistake that for true love, Ophelia. From now on, spend a little less time with him and talk to him less. In short, Ophelia, don't believe his low words. Now come on. I'll put this to say, Ophelia.
It was biting cold. Yes, it's definitely nippy.
What time is it? A little before 12, I think.
No, it's just after that. I hope it looks like it.
Oh, really? I didn't hear it. So it's nearly the time when the ghost starts to appear. What does that mean, sir?
The king is playing up on my drinking and dancing. As he guzzles down his German wine, the musicians make lunches to celebrate his reigning another cup.
Is that a tradition?
Yes, it is, but Irish is willing. Other countries criticize us for that.
Look, sir, here it comes again.
Oh, angels! Whether you're a cursed spirit or a cursed demon, you look so strange I want to talk to you. I'll call you Hamlet Senior, King's father. Answer me. Don't drive me crazy with curiosity, but tell me why your church where his bones have burst out of their coffin. What do you want from us?
Sir, he wants you to go off with it as if it wants to tell you something alone.
He's not going to speak, so I'll follow it.
No, don't do it, sir.
Why what's the danger?
What if it tempts you to jump into the sea, sir? Or to the terrifying cliff that overhangs the water?
You're still leaving me over.
No, don't do it, sir.
I'm not going, sir.
Hold off your hands! By heaven, I'll make a ghost of him that lets me. Go ahead, I'll follow you.
Oh, his imagination is making him crazy.
Let's follow them. It's not right to obey his orders, so let him go alone.
Go ahead and follow him. But what does all this mean? Where will it all end?
It means something is written in the state of Denmark.
Well, if that's true, we should let God take care of it.
No, let's follow them.
Where are you you taking me? Speak. I'm not going any further.
Listen to me.
I will.
The hour has almost come when I have to return to horrible things so purgatory.
Poor ghost.
Don't pity me. Just listen carefully what I have to tell you.
Speak. I'm ready to hear you.
You should be ready for revenge too, when you hear me out.
Revenge?
I am the ghost of your father, doomed for a certain period of time to walk earth at night. And during the day, I am trapped in the fires of purgatory on bad penance for my past sins. If I weren't forbidden to tell you the secrets of purgatory, I could tell you stories that would please your blood. But mortals like yours are not to hear this description of afterlife. Listen, listen. If you ever loved your poor dear father,
Oh God.
take revenge for his horrible murder.
Murder?
His most horrible murder.
Hurry and tell me about it so I can take revenge right away.
I am glad you are eager. Now, listen, Hamlet. Everyone was told that a poisonous snake bit me when I was sleeping in the orchard. But in fact, that's the lie that fools everyone in them. You should know, my noble son. The real snake that stung your father is now wearing his crown.
I knew it. My uncle?
Yes, that incestuous animal. With his clever words and fancy gifts, he seduced my seemingly virtuous queen, persuading her to give in to his lust. But hang on, I can smell the morning air, so let me be brief here. Your uncle snuck up to me when I was sleeping in the orchard and poured poison into my ear. That poison moves through the veins and curdles the blood. And that's how my brother robbed me of my life, my crown, my queen, all at once. I had no chance to repent my sins. Oh, it's horrible, horrible, so horrible. But however you go about your revenge, do any harm to your mother. Never to God. Now, goodbye. Remember me.
Oh, all you up in heaven and earth. Shall I include hell as well? Keep beating my heart and muscles don't grow while they keep me standing. Remember you. Yes, you poor ghost, as long as I have any power of memory. Remember you, I swear. So, uncle, there you are. Now it's time to deal with the vow I made to my father. He said, remember me. I swore I would. My lord, my lord.
Lord Hamlet.
Oh, please let me alright.
I'm all right.
Oh, sir.
Oh, kid.
What happened, sir?
It was incredible.
Please tell us, sir.
Now you'll talk.
I swear I won't.
But you promise you can keep a secret?
Yes, I can.
Any villain in Denmark is gonna be, well, a villain.
You don't need a ghost returning from the grave to tell you that, sir.
Yes, you're absolutely right. So, without any further ado, the best thing to do now is probably just go our separate ways. You go and take care of your business, and I'll go and pray.
You're talking in such a crazy way, sir.
I'm sorry if my words offended you.
Oh, don't worry about it, sir. No offense taken.
Oh, but there is, for sure, there's a lot of offense. For that ghost we just saw, he's a real one, I can tell you that much. But regarding what happened here tonight, don't ask me, I can't tell you. And now, my friends, do me one small favor.
Of course we will.
Don't ever tell anyone what you've seen here tonight.
You won't, sir.
You have to swear it.
I swear to God I won't.
Okay then, let's get inside.
Give him this money and these letters, Reynaldo.
I will, my lord.
Well, it would be wonderfully wise of you, my dear Reynaldo, to ask around about his behavior a little before you visit him.
That's what I thought too, Mom.
Excellent, very good. Ask around and find out what Danish people are in Paris, who they are, where they live, how much money they have, who their friends are. And if you find out in this general sort of questioning that they happen to know themselves, then you'll get much more than if you ask specific questions about them. Just tell them you vaguely know Lisesi. Say something like, yes, I'm a friend of his father, and I sort of know him, but not well. Do you get my point?
Yes, very well, my lord.
Well, you should say something like, is it the same artist who's a white party animal? Isn't he the one who's always... and so on. Just make it whatever you like. It will sound like your average young guy.
Like gambling, my lord?
Yeah, like gambling, swearing, fist fighting, visiting prostitutes, that kind of thing.
But that would ruin his reputation.
Oh, no. Now you say it right. Just mention his faults slightly, so they make him seem like a free spirit who's gone a little too far.
But sir.
Why you should do this? You want to know?
Yes, my lord. I would like to know.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. As you talk with someone and hint about my son's faults and little sins, if you ever see him do that or do any of these things, he'll say something like, yeah, it won't be natural for him to agree.
Yes, my lord.
And then oh, I was about to say something. Good God, what was I about to say?
It will be only natural for you to agree.
Oh, yes. It will only be natural for him to agree with you. And if he agrees to say something like, yes, I know the gentleman. I just saw him yesterday, or the other day, or whenever it is, you know. And there he was gambling, there he was totally wasted, or going into a house of repute. That means a woman, you know. And just make sure your little lie brings out the truth right now. Do you get my point?
Yes, I do.
Well then, goodbye. Have a safe trip.
Thank you.
And don't forget to see what he's up to with your own matches. And I hope he's studying his music like he's supposed to.
Got it, my lord.
Oh, Father, I had such a scare.
Oh, what did I say?
I was up in my room saving when Hamlet came in with no hat on his head. His shirt unbuttoned and his stockings dirty down around his ankles. He was playing with his undershirt and his knees were knocking together. He looked out so out of sorts as he had just came out from hell. He came up to me.
It's crazy. Good luck for you.
I'm not sure, but I'm afraid he might be.
Well, what happened, Ophelia?
He grabbed me by the wrist and held me hard, then backed away Norman and just looked at me, staring at me like an artist about to paint my picture. He stayed like that for a long time, and after shaking my arm a little and jerking his head up and down 3 times, he let me go. He left the room with his head turned back on me, finding his way out without looking since his eyes were on me the whole time.
Oh, Ophelia, I'm so sorry. Did you tell him anything that might have hurt his feelings?
No, Father. I did what you told me to do and send his letters back. Also, never let him visit me again.
That's what made him crazy. I regret not observing him more closely before I told you to do that. I thought he was just toying with you and meant to ruin your reputation. Damn my suspicious clothes. All right, Ophelia, let's go see the king. We have to discuss this matter immediately.
Welcome, good sir. I wanted to see you for a very long time, but I need your help right away. You've probably heard about the change that has come over Hamlet. I can't think of anything but his father's sudden death that made him so unlike himself. Since you know him very well and familiar with his personality, I want you to stay a while at my court and see if you can get Hamlet to have some fun and try to find out what's bothering him so much so we can try to fix it.
Gentlemen, Hamlet's told a lot about you, and I know there are no men alive who's been wrong. And if you'll be so good as to help us out, and you'll be thanked in all his care.
Both you and the king might have ordered me to execute your commands instead of asking me so politely. But I'll obey. My services are entirely at your command.
Thank you for your respect.
Thanks, Wildenstein. I beg you to pay a visit right away to my son who has changed too much. Servants, take the gentleman to see Hamlet.
I hope to God I can make him happy and let him sound good.
The ambassadors are back from Norway, sir.
We're once again bringing good news.
Do I, sir? I assure your majesty I am honored in my duty to both my God and my gracious king. And I believe that I found out why Hamlet's been crazy.
Tell me, I want very much to find out.
But first let the ambassadors speak, then my news shall lead free to that great peace.
And be kind and show them in. Gertrude says he's find out the reason why your son is crazy.
I doubt it's anything but the obvious reason. His father's dying or could marry.
Well, we'll get to the bottom of it. Welcome, Wolfamant. What's the good news from Norway?
Greetings to you too, Your Highness. As soon as we raised the matter, the king has sent out messengers to stop his nephews' war preparations, which he originally thought was against Poland, but on closer examination, learned that it was in fact against you. Fortinbras swore to never threaten Denmark again. The king was so overjoyed by his promise that he gave Fortinbras an annual income of 300 crowns and permission to lead his troops to Poland. Here, asking you officially in this letter to allow his troops to pursue your land.
Well, I like this news, and when I have time, I'll read it and think about how to reply. Meanwhile, have some rest, Wolfamant, and I'll come back, right? We'll feast.
Well, that turned out well in the end, so I get right to the point here. Your son is crazy. Crazy, I'm calling it, since I don't know any other word to describe it. point here. It's true, he's crazy, and it's a shame that it's true, and it's truly a shame he's crazy. Well, now if we all agree Hamlet's crazy, then the next step is to figure out the cause of this. So I have a daughter who's given me this letter, considering it her duty. So listen and think about carefully. To the heavenly idol of my soul, the most beautified of brilliant. When I say beautified sounds bad, it sounds awful, it sounds cruel, it's a terrible use of word, but I'll go on. In her excellent white bosom, etc., etc. You don't need to do all this stuff.
Hamlet wrote this in Ophelia.
Madam, please be patient, I'll read it to you. You may wonder if the stars are fire. You may wonder if the sun knows across the sky. You may wonder if the truth is a liar. But never wonder if I love. Oh, Frelia, I'm bad at poetry. I can't put my feelings into words. But please believe I know you best. Oh, best of all. Believe it. Yours forever, my dearest one. As long as I live, still checking your love. Hamlet. So, beautifully and obediently, my daughter has shown me this letter and told me about how Hamlet's been quoting her with all the details.
How did she react to all this?
So, what's your opinion of me?
I know you're loyal and honorable.
And I would like to prove to you that I am. So what would you have thought of me if I had kept quiet when I found out about this hot little love, which I noticed even before my daughter told me about it? My dear Queen, what would you have thought of me if I had turned a blind eye to what was happening between him and my daughter? No. I have to do something. So I said to my daughter, Lord Hamlet is a prince. He's out of your league. You have to end this. Well, she did what I said and gave the letters back to him, but when she rejected Hamlet, he became sad, stopped eating, stopped sleeping, got weak, got dizzy, and as a result, lost his mind. And all of us feel sorry for him.
You think that's when Hamlet's gone crazy?
It may be, certainly maybe.
Well, have you ever seen a time that I definitely said something was true and it turned out not to be true?
Not that I know.
Then chop my head off if I'm wrong. I'll follow the clues and uncover the truth, even if it's very sensual to you.
And what do you suggest we should do?
Well, you know, he sometimes won't see her at the lobby for hours at a time.
Yeah, he does.
When he's there next time, you and I will hide behind the arrows and watch what happens. If it turns out that he's not in love after all, then you can fire me from my court job and I'll go work on a farm.
Right, we'll try. What do you suggest then?
I think our Sammy's coming reading his book.
Oh, go Eagles, if you will talk to him. Well, how is my good lord on that?
Very fine, thank you.
Do you know me, my lord?
Of course, you sell fish.
Not I, my lord.
In that case, I wish you were as good a man as a fish seller.
Good sir.
Yes, only one man in 10,000 is good in this world.
That's definitely true, my lord.
Since if the sun beats night, it's on a dead dog, kissing the corpse. By the way, do you have a daughter?
Yes, I do indeed, my lord.
Then by all means, never let her walk in public. Procreation is a good thing, but if your daughter gets pregnant, look out, my friend.
Now, what does he mean by that? Well, he didn't recognize me at first and mistook me with a fish seller. But when I was young, I went crazy for a look too, almost as good as this. I'll talk to him again. What are you reading, Your Highness?
A lot of words.
And what's the subject?
Between whom?
I mean, what the words say.
Oh, just nice, sir. The slide writer says here that old men have gray beards, their faces are wrinkled, their eyes are full of gunk, and that they have no wisdom and deep pipes. Of course I believe it all.
There's a method to this madness. Will you step outside, my lord?
Into my grave?
That's definitely out of this world, all right. Well, he has a way with his words, as crazy people often do, and that same people doesn't have a talent. Well, I leave him now and arrange a meeting between him and my daughter. My lord, I'll take my leave of you now.
You can take anything from me that I care less about, except my life.
Fare you well, my lord. Oh, you're looking for Lord Hamlet. He's right over there.
Thank you, sir. My lord! Hi, little son, my old friend. How are you doing?
Oh, as well as anybody. Happy that I'm not too happy, but him being not too lucky. I'm not exactly top of my luck.
But you're not down and out either, are you?
No, I'm just somewhere in the middle, my lord.
So you're around Lady Luck's waist?
Yes, I am the private in our army.
So you got into her private parts? Of course, she's such a slut. Anyway, what's up? In that case, the end of the world is approaching. But you're wrong. Let me ask you a particular question. What crimes have you committed to be sent here to this prison?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's the prison.
Then I guess the whole world is one.
Yes, with many cells and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
I don't think so, my lord.
Well, then it isn't one to you. And to me, Denmark's a prison.
It must be because you're so ambitious. It is too small for your large mind.
Small? No, I could live in a walnut shell and feel like the king of the universe. Should we go inside? I seem to be losing my mind a bit.
Whatever you say, I'm at your service.
No, I won't class you with my servants, since, to be frank with you, my servants are terrible. But tell me as my friend, what are you doing here in Elsinore?
Visiting you, my lord. There is no other reason.
Well, then I thank you. Though I'm such a beggar that even my thanks are not worth much. Be honest with me. Did someone send you to visit me?
No, my lord. Why would they do that?
I don't know. I know the king and the queen sent for you.
No, my lord.
I'll tell you why, so you won't have to tell me and give away any secrets you have with the king and the queen. Recently, though, I don't know why, I've lost all sense of fun, stopped exercising. The whole world feels sterile and empty. This most beautiful canopy, look here, the air, this majestical roof fretted with golden spires. Why, it appears no other thing to me than a fallen pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is a man. How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how expressed and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paragon of animals, and yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Men don't interest me. Women neither, but you're smiling, so you must think they do.
I wasn't thinking anything like that, my lord.
So why did you laugh when I said that men don't interest me?
I was just thinking that if people don't interest you, you would get bored by the actors on their way here. I crossed paths with a drama company just a while ago, and they're coming to entertain you.
Which troupe is it?
The tragic actors from the city, the ones you used to enjoy so much. Oh, the actors are here.
Gentlemen, welcome. Don't be shy, shake hands with me. But still, my aunt, mother, and uncle father have got the wrong idea.
In what sense, my lord?
I'm only crazy sometimes. At other times, I know what's what.
Gentlemen, I hope you're well.
Listen to this, try listen as close as you can. This big baby is still in diapers.
Yes, since as they say, the second time around, old people become children again.
I bet he's coming to tell me about the actors, just watch. Yes, you sir, you're right. That happened on Monday morning.
My lord, I have news for you.
My lord, I have news for you.
The actors have arrived, my lord.
Oh, well then give them a nice welcome.
All right, I of course will, my lord.
I'll make these actors play the murder of Gonzago. It's a play that's so similar to my father's murder.
All right, sir.
So, see you tomorrow.
See you.
Now I'm alone. Oh, what a mean lowlife I am. It's awful that this actor could force his soul to feel made-up feelings on a work of make-believe. He shed real tears, grew pale. But what do I do? Mope around like a dreamer, not even bothering for plans with my revenge. And I can say nothing, nothing at all on behalf of a king whose dear life was stolen. Am I a coward? No, I'm so damn brave. My dear father has been murdered and I've been urged to seek revenge by heaven and hell. And yet all I can do is stand around cursing like a whore in the streets. Murder has no tongue, but miraculously it still finds a way to speak. I'll have these actors perform something like my father's murder in front of my uncle. I'll watch my uncle, I'll probe his conscience and see if he flinches. If he grows pale, I know what to do. The ghost I just saw may be the devil. I need better evidence than the ghost to work with. The play's the right thing to uncover the king's unconsciousness.
And you can't put your heads together and find out why he's acting so dazed and confused.
He admits that he feels confused, but refuses to say why. He is very sly and dances around my questions when I'm trying to get him to talk about how he feels.
Did he treat you well when you saw him?
Yes, in a very gentlemanly way, but it seemed like he had to force himself to be nice to me. He didn't ask any questions, but answered mine at length.
Did you
beg you both to attend.
Makes me happy to hear that. Gentlemen, please try to sharpen his interest even more and let's play good fun.
I will, my lord.
Here, Gertrude. Robert, just a moment alone. Oyunu and I arranged for Hamlet to come here so she can run to Ophelia. We, acting as spies, will hide behind in the room and observe Hamlet's behavior so to find out what's bothering him so much.
I'll go as for you, Ophelia. I hope that your beauty is the reason for Hamlet's insane behavior. And just as I hope that your riches will return him back to normalcy.
I hope so too, ma'am.
Well, Ophelia, come here and read from this prayer book so it looks natural that you're all alone. Come to think of it. People often act devoted to God to mask their bad deeds.
Our right is a terrible guilt, I feel.
All right, I hear him coming right side, my lord.
To be or not to, that is the question. Whether it's nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of arbitrary fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them? But, shh, here comes the beautiful Ophelia. Pretty lady, please remember me when you pray.
Hello, my lord. How does your honor for this many a day?
Very well, thank you.
My lord, I have some mementos of yours. Please take them.
I never gave you anything.
My lord, you know very well that you did. And brought letters to go along with them. Letters so sweetly written that they made your gifts to them more valuable. But their perfume is gone now, so please take them back. Nice gifts lose their value when the givers turn out not to be so nice. So, there, my lord.
Are you good?
Excuse me?
Are you beautiful?
My lord, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying that if you're good and beautiful, your beauty should have nothing to do with your goodness.
But could it be related to anything better than goodness?
Sure, since beauty's power can more easily change a good girl into a whore. I used to love you.
You certainly made me believe that you did, my lord.
You shouldn't believe any of us. Since we're all rotten at the core, no matter how hard we try to be virtuous. I didn't love you.
Then I guess I was misled.
Get yourself to a convent at once. Why would you want to give birth to more sinners? I'm fairly good myself, but even so I could accuse myself of such horrible crimes. Every one of us is a criminal. Don't believe any of us. Get yourself to a convent fast. Where's your father?
He is at home, my lord.
Lock him in so he can play the fool in his own home only.
Oh God, please help him.
If you marry, I'll give you this wedding present as a curse. Be as pure as ice, as clear as the driven snow, and you'll still get a bad reputation. Get yourself to a convent fast. Goodbye.
Oh God, please make him normal again. How noble his mind used to be, and how lost he is now. He used to have a gentleman's grace, and a scholar's wit, and a soldier's strength. He used to be the jewel of the country, the obvious heir to the throne, the one that everyone admired and imitated. And now, he has fallen so low, and of all the miserable women who once enjoyed hearing his sweet, seductive words, I am the most miserable. A mind that used to sing so sweetly is now completely out of tune, making harsh sounds instead of fine notes. Oh God, how miserable I am to see Hamlet now and know what he was before.
Love, his feelings don't flow in that direction. Although his words were a little disorganized, they were crazy. His madness is hatching something, and what hatches very well may be dangerous. So I have made a quick executive decision. He'll be sent to England to get back the money they owe us. What do you think about this plan?
Well, it should work, but I still believe that his badness was caused by unrequited love. Hello, Ophelia. You don't have to tell us anything. We heard everything. So, my lord, do whatever you like. But if you like this idea, let his mother go queen to get him alone, and beg him to share his feelings with her. And if she can't find out what his secret is, then you can send him off to England, or wherever you think is best.
Alright, we'll do it your way. madness in great ones must not go unwatched.
Perform just as I taught you, musically and smoothly. Don't just do many hand gestures, just do a few gently. Just as you wish, sir. Okay, fit the action. Are the actors ready?
Yes, they are, my lord.
Will the king be attending the performance?
Yes, he will, and the queen as well.
Tell the actors to hurry.
All right, I will gentlemen this way.
Here I'm at your service, my lord.
Portia, you're the best man I've ever known.
Oh, sir.
Don't think I'm flattering you. The thing is, there's a play being performed here tonight, and one of the scenes comes very closely to my father's murder. I want you to watch my uncle while he watches that scene.
I'll watch him as closely as possible,
But,
sir.
shh, here they come. I can't talk now. Take your seat.
So, how's my nephew Hamlet doing?
Wonderful, I eat the air.
Not making any sense, Hamlet. Should answer my question.
My lord, you performed in amateur dramatic productions in college, right?
Yes, my lord. I was quite a good actor in college.
What role did you play?
Well, I played Julius Caesar. I was killed in the capital. Brutus killed me.
That was Brutus like them to kill so capital guy. Are the actors ready?
Yes, my lord. They are ready whenever you are.
Hamlet, come sit by me. No, mother, thanks. There's a nicer piece of work here.
Hey, did you notice that?
My lady, should I lie in your lap?
No.
I mean with my head in your lap.
Then yes, my lord.
Did you think I was talking about sex?
No, I think nothing, my lord.
Well, that's a good idea to leg between the girls' legs.
I think you're in a good mood tonight.
Who, me?
Yes, my lord.
Look at my mother. How happy she is after only 2 hours of my father's death.
No, my lord. It's been 4 months.
As long as that? Well, in that case, these morning clothes can go to hell. I'll get myself a new parching coat.
Shh. The actors are coming.
We've been married for 30 years.
I hope to stay in love for 30 more years. But I'm sad. You've been so gloomy lately.
My love, I will have to leave you soon. My body is growing weak, and I will leave you behind in this beautiful world, honor and much love. And perhaps you'll find another husband.
Your marrying would be treason to my heart. It occurs me if I take a second husband. Someone might marry a second time for money, but never for love.
I do believe that's what you think now, but people change their minds. When a great man has a run of bad luck, watch how followers desert him. And when a poor man advances to an important position, he starts making friends with the people he used to hate. Love is unreliable. You think now you'll never remarry, but that thought will die with me, your first husband.
May I know no peace either in this life or the next one if I become a wife again after I'm a widow.
Nice vow, but what if she breaks it? You have made this vow with deep sincerity. My dear, leave me alone now a while. My brain is getting foggy and I would like to sleep to escape the sentence day.
Sleep tight, and may nothing come between us.
Madam, how are you liking this play?
Ladies, I'm doing it.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
So you know about the plot? Is there anything offensive in it?
No, not offensive at all.
What's the name of the play?
It's about a murder committed in Vienna. We can watch without being bothered. You see, he poisons the king in his own garden to get the kingdom to himself. What? The king is given up? What? Is this turn of a gun that only fired a blank? How are you feeling, my lord?
Stop the play.
Turn on the lights. Get me out of here.
Lights, lights, lights. Get us some lights, please.
Silence, my lord. When I was talking about poison,
I watched him very closely.
I bet you $1,000 the ghost was right. Music, let's have some music here.
My lord, could I have a word with you?
You can have a whole story, not just a word.
The king and the queen is extremely upset, and your mother wants to have a word with you before you go to bed.
I'd obey her.
Very well.
My lord, the queen wants to speak with you right away. Take me to him, all right?
I don't like the way he's acting. Let's not stay from this insanity is out of control. So get prepared. I'm sending you to England on a diplomatic mission. And Hamlet will go with you. As king, I cannot refuse to represent. Because he grows crazier by the hour.
I'll take care of it. It is a sacred duty to protect the lives of all those who depend on your highness.
Prepare yourself, please, officer. Everything's ready.
I'll hurry.
My lord, Hamlet's going to his mother's room, and I'll bet she'll tune now. And as you said it wisely. It's good to have someone other than a mother to listen in on them, since she can be too partial to it. Well, I'll stop by before you go to bed and tell you all I've heard. So goodbye, my lord.
Thank you. My crime is so rotten, it stinks. Stinks all the way to the heavens. It has the mark of Cain on it, my brother's murder. I cannot pray, though I want to desperately. My guilt is even stronger than my intentions. So what if this cursed hand of mine is coated with my brother's blood? Isn't there enough rain in the heavens to wash it clean as snow? Isn't that what God's mercy is for? So I'll pray, but what kind of prayer is there for me? Dear God, please forgive me for my brother's horrible murder. That won't work since I'm still reaping the rewards of that murder. My crown and my queen. Can a person be forgiven and still keep the fruits of his crime? What should I do? What is there left for me to do? Offer whatever repentance I can. That can't hurt, but it can't help either. It's a lousy situation I'm in. My heart's as black as death, and my soul is so stuck to sin. The more it struggles to break free, the more it sticks. Help me, angels. Perhaps everything will turn out okay, after all.
I could do it easily now. He's praying now, and now I'll do it. And there he goes, off to heaven, and that's my revenge. I better think about this more carefully. A villain killed my father, and I, my father's only son, sent the same villain to heaven. Seems like I just did him a favor. He killed my father when my father was enjoying life, with all his sins in full bloom before he could repent for any of them. Only God knows how many sins my father has to pay for. So, is it really revenge for me if I could call this right now in perfect condition for a trip to heaven? No. A waste word and made for a better moment to kill him. While he's sleeping off some drunken orgy or committing any other act that has no goodness about it, that's when I'll trip him up and send him to hell with his heels kicking up at heaven. My mother's waiting. The king is trying to cure himself with prayer, but all he's doing is keeping himself alive a little longer.
My birds fly up toward heaven, but my toes stay here. Birds without toes behind them will never make it to heaven.
He'll come right away. Make sure you lay into him and tell him his friends have caused too much trouble, and that your highness has taken a lot of heat for them. I'll be right here.
Mother! Don't worry, I'll do what you say. What is this all about? Hamlet, you insulted your father? You assaulted my father! Come on, you're answering me further today. Go on, you're questioning me evilly. Why? What's the problem now? Have you forgotten who I am? For God's sake, no, I haven't. You're the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and you're my mother, though I wish you weren't.
In that case, I'll come others can still...
No, sit down. You won't go down until I hold a mirror up to you, where you will see what's deep inside you. What are you going to do? You won't kill me, will you? Help! What is this, a rat? Oh my God!
Kill, you foolish bastard!
What have you done? I don't know, is it the king? busybody from goodbye. I thought you were somebody more important. I guess you found life is dangerous to be a busybody. Stop wringing your hands and let me wring your heart instead, which I will do if it's still soft enough.
What have I done that you dare talk to me so redly?
A deed that destroys modesty. Or you've done a deed that plucks the soul out of marriage and turns religion into meaningless blather. Heaven looks down on this earth as angry as if judgment day were here and is sick at the thought of what you've done.
Come on, what's this deed that sounds so awful even before I know what it is?
Look at this picture here, and that one there. The painted images of two brothers. Look how kind and gentlemanly this one is, with his curly hair and his forehead like a Greek god. That was your husband. Now look at this other one, like a mildew ear of corn infection, the healthy one next to it. Do you have eyes? How could you leave the lofty heights of this man and descend as low as this one, huh? Do you have eyes? You cannot say you did it out of love, but what reason could move you from this one to that one?
Stop making me look into my very soul where the marks of sin are so thick and black they'll never be washed away.
Yes, and you lie in the sweaty stench of your dirty sheets, wet with corruption, making love.
Stop! I'm like your words are like daggers.
A murderer and a villain. A lowlife who's not even worth the 20th of a tenth of your first husband. The worst of the kings, a thief of the throne who took the precious crown and put it in his pocket.
Stop!
A rat-tat cheat! Oh, angels, protect me with your wings. What can I do for you, my gracious lord?
Oh no, I'm just going completely crazy.
Have you come to scold your tardy son for straying from his mission? Letting your commands slip by? Tell me!
Don't forget. I've come to sharpen your somewhat dull appetite for revenge. But look, your mother is in shock. Oh, keep her struggling soul from being overwhelmed by horrid visions. Imagination works strongest in those with the weakest bodies. Talk to her, Hamlet.
Madam, how are you doing?
Then how are you doing? Staring into the empty air and talking to no one. Your eyes give away your wild thoughts and your head standing upright like soldiers doing calls to arms. Oh my God, calm yourself down, my son. Cool up your overheated mind. What are you staring at?
At him? Look how pale he is and how he stares at me. Don't look at me like that unless you want me to cry instead of kill.
Who are you talking to?
You don't see anything.
No, nothing, but I can see everything that is here.
And you don't hear anything?
No, nothing but us talking.
Look how he's snitching away my father dressed just like when he was alive.
This is only a figment of your imagination. Madness is good at causing illusions.
Madness? My heart beats just as evenly as yours. There's nothing crazy in what I've just uttered. Mother, for the love of God, don't flatter yourself into believing that this is my madness, not your crime. That is the problem.
But you've broken my heart in two.
Then throw away the worst half and leave a pure life with the other. Good night to you. But don't go to my uncle's bed tonight. At least pretend to be virtuous even if you're not. Once again, good night. I'm sorry about what happened to this gentleman, but God wanted to punish me with this murder. It's bad, but it'll get worse soon. And one other thing now.
What should I do?
Whatever you do, don't do this. Let the fat king seduce you into his bed again, so he can pinch your cheek, call you his bunny, and make you admit that my madness is fake, all calculated. What a great idea that would be, because why would a fair, wise queen hide such things from a toad, a monster like him? No, it's much, much better to spill the beans right away.
You can rest easy, since the words are made of breath and breathing requires that you be alive. I feel too dead to breathe a word of what you've told me.
I have to go to England, don't you know that?
Oh, I'd forgotten all about that. It's been decided.
I know, the documents are ready, and my two schoolmates whom I trust as much as rattlesnakes are in charge. Oh, it's good to kill two birds with one stone. Now that I've killed this man, I'll be off in a hurry. I'll lock his guts into the next room. Good night, dear mother.
Even size of her means something. But tell me, where's your son?
Please let me speak quietly a while. Oh my Lord, you must believe what I witnessed tonight.
What's your truth? How's Hamlet?
As mad as the waves that have been when they struggle together in a storm. In an insane rage, he hears a sound behind the tapestry. He pulls out his sword, shouts, "A rat, and kills a good old man who's still here.
What? It's terrible. It would have happened to me if I was there. This man's a threat to all of us. How will we deal with this violent deed? Take this one. Go and get others to help you. Hamlet in his madness killed Polonius and dragged the body out of his mother's bedroom. Go find Hamlet and speak Speak nicely and get the poor man's body to the chapel. Please hurry up. As soon as the sun sets, we'll ship him off to England. And to take all my diplomatic know-how to explain and excuse the murder of this case. Come, we must go.
The body's safely hidden.
Hamlet! Lord Hamlet!
What? Who's calling for Hamlet? Oh, here they come.
What have you done with the corpse, my lord?
I've gotten it dirty. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
But tell me where it is, so I can take it to the chapel.
I better take your advice than keep my own secrets.
I don't understand, my lord.
I'm glad about that. Slavers are never understood by fools.
My lord, you have to tell me where the body is, and then go with me to see the king.
The body's with the king, but the king's not with the body. The king's a thing.
A thing, my lord.
A thing of no importance. Take me to him, ready or not.
I sent men to find him and retrieve the body. It's so dangerous to have this madman on the loose, but he can't throw him in jail. People love him. But terminal disease requires extreme treatment, or nothing at all. So, what's happened?
I can't get him to tell me where he's put the body.
Where is he now?
Outside, my lord, waiting for your orders.
Please bring him to me. Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At dinner.
Dinner where?
Not where he's eating, but where he's being eaten.
Oh no. Where is Polonius?
In heaven, send a messenger there if you won't believe me. If your messenger can't find him, you can go check Hal yourself. But seriously, if you can't find him within the next month, you'll be able to smell him upstairs in the main hall.
Go look from there. Hurry up.
No need to hurry, he's not going anywhere.
Hamlet, I grieve for Polonius as much as I love him. And for your own good, I must send you to England.
England?
Yes, Hamlet.
Good.
Think so if you knew why I was sending you.
I'm no angel who can read your mind, but okay, off to England. Goodbye, dear mother.
I'm your father, Hamlet, the father who loves you.
You're my mother. When you married my mother, the two of you became one flesh, so if you're my father, you're also my mother. Okay, off to England.
Follow me on foot and make sure we get some boats. I want him out of here tonight. And you, dear English king. Since he's raging like a fever in my brain, you must cure me. You won't. I'll never be happy as long as it's done, no matter how much luck I have.
Captain, go and give the ancient my greetings. Tell them, Fortinbras, the Norwegian prince, wants to move his troops across Denmark. You know the meeting place here. If His Majesty wants us to do any favor for him, tell him his wish is my command.
I'll tell him, my lord.
Go on then.
Sir, whose troops are these?
The King of Norway, sir.
What are they doing here?
They're on their way to invade some part of Poland.
Who's commanding them?
It's Fortinbras.
All right.
Goodbye, sir. I won't speak to her.
Well, she's insistent. In fact, she's crazy. You cannot feel sorry for her.
What does she want?
She talks about her father a lot and says there are rumors around the world. It might be a good idea to speak to her.
Sure, really.
Where is the beautiful Queen of Denmark?
How are you doing, Ophelia?
How should I, your true love, know from another one? By his cockle hat and staff and his sandal shoe.
Oh, heaven almighty, what does this song mean?
No. Did you say something?
No.
Please, just
doing, my pretty lady?
I'm pretty well, and may God give you what you deserve, my lord. I see, Baker's father turned into an owl for refusing Jesus' bread. Can you imagine that? So, be careful, my lord. We know what's very well, but not know what we may become, so may God be at your table.
She's talking about her.
No! Let's not talk about that. When they ask you what it means, just say, tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, all in the morning be time, and I am made at your window to be your Valentine. And I'll be rose and doom because you do the chamber door, letting the maid allow the maid, never
Pretty
depart
Ophelia.
more. A promise, I'll let it soon, so. Oh, but just suffice in charity, Allah can fight for shame. Young men will do it if they come to it, by God they are to blame. Cause she before you told me, you promised me to wed. So would I have done by yonder son and those that come to my time?
How long has she been like this?
I'm pretty well, and I hope everything will turn out fine. We must be patient. But I can't help crying when I think of him being laid in the cold ground. That was crying, right? My father will definitely hear about this. So I thank you for your good advice. Good night, ladies, sweet ladies. Good night, good night.
Follow her and keep an eye on her. Gertrude, her grief has poisoned her mind. Her father died, and now just look at her. You see, bad things don't come one by one, but they come all at once, like an army. First, her father died, then I send your son away for his own violent actions. Then I buried Polonius without a proper ceremony. Last but not least, Laertes returned back from France. His people filling his ears with wicked stories about his father's death. And without proper evidence, he'll attribute the murder to me. Gertrude, I feel like I'm being murdered many times over.
What's the noise? Where is this so-called king? Gentlemen, send your elders and wait outside. No, let us in! Wait outside! Oh, you wild king. Give me my father. Come down with that, please. Come? I got exactly one calm drop of blood in my body and it proclaims that I'm a bastard. My father was betrayed. His name's labeled war on the forehead of my devoted mother. Oh, what a betrayal, what a betrayal. No, so don't tell me what to do. I can't keep calm.
Laertes, what makes you so rebellious? Gertrude, calm down. Don't worry about me. God protects the king, so traitors can't hurt him. Tell me, Laertes, what makes you so angry?
Where is my father?
He is dead.
But the king didn't kill him.
That's a message he wants to ask.
Don't mess with me. My vows of elegance to you. No. No. Wolves can go to hell. Conscience too. I don't care if I'm dead. I don't care what happens to me in this world or next. Whatever happens, happens. But I will get revenge for my father's murder.
Then who's stopping you?
Only my freedom. Nothing else. What little means I have, I will use against you.
Laertes, in your eagerness to know the truth about your father's death, are you determined to hurt your father's friends and enemies alike?
No, only his enemies.
Do you want to know who they are then?
I will open my arms wide to his true friends. Like a mother pelican with her brood. I will even give my life for them.
Well, dear Laertes, you're now talking about a good son, a true gentleman. I'll prove to you as clearly as daylight that I'm innocent of your father's death. I'm struck with grief over it.
What's that noise? The artist. I was waiting for you. Oh, heat, dry up my brains. Salty tears burn my eyes. Why haven't I get drenched for your madness? The springtime rose. Dear maiden, kind sisters, Ophelia, is it possible that a young woman's mind could fade away easily? But they all dried up when my father died. She makes them look. This means more than narration. They say, at least he looked good when he died.
Well,
And all the souls of good Christians. Goodbye. God may be with you.
oh God, you sinners! God.
Yeah, that is. I have a right to share your grief. Go and find your wisest friends and have them listen to both of us. If they find me implicated in your father's murder in any way, I'll give up my crown, my kingdom, and my life. But if they find me innocent, then be patient. I'll work to satisfy your deepest need for revenge.
All right then. The way he died, his obscure funeral. No trophies, nor mourning over his dead body. No noble rites, nor formal ceremony. Shut out from heaven and earth that I must go the way he died in his cross.
And you're right to do so. May the guilty party be punished by death. Let us go.
I've just received a letter. I don't know who else will send it to me about Hamlet. Horatio, when you read this letter, find a way to let this guy see the king. He has letters for you. I'm on the pirate ship and kidnapped. Give the king the letters I send and come to me. Pass this you can. I've got things to tell you. These guys will take you to me. Goodbye. Your trusted friend, Hamlet. Come here. I'll show you where to deliver these as quickly as possible so that you can take them to the men who sent them.
Now you've got to acknowledge my innocence and plead that I'm your friend, since you understood that the man who was trying to kill your father was actually trying to kill me.
It seems to be like that, but tell me, why didn't you take immediate actions against this criminal act? Why your own safety and everything else would seem to be on the line?
For two main reasons that may seem weak to you but strong to me. First is the queen, her mother, is devoted to him, and secondly, the public loves him very much. That's why I couldn't arrest him.
True. And so, I lost my noble father. Had my sister driving insane. She once was the prettiest. If I can praise her. But I'm gonna definitely take revenge for who did this. And you told me that you're gonna help me. Who was behind all of this? And you say you're gonna tell me who was it.
Don't you worry about that.
Then, are you going to show me who was behind it?
Yes, I will. What is it, Sultan?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This one's for you, and this one's for the queen.
Thank you. Notice, I want you to hear about this. High and mighty one, you know I've been set down naked, you must say, in your kingdom. Tomorrow I'll beg permission to look into your kingly eyes, at which point I'll tell the story after first apologizing for how I came back to Denmark so strangely and suddenly. Hamlet.
So you say it was Hamlet all along. He was behind all of this all
He is
along.
responsible.
Oh my God. The bad news just keep coming. Oh my Lord. Oh, Lattes, you wouldn't believe what happened. Your sister's drowned. Phyllis drowned.
What? My sister, oh, what? Where did she drown?
Oh my God. She was climbing up a tree. Then she fell off the water. Her clothes soaked the water in. And she got heavy and soaked her in.
She drowned. My precious Ophelia. Sister. God. Hamlet, I'm gonna definitely take the right from Hamlet.
Gertrude, I worked so hard to calm him down. Notice, please.
died. Hold off the earth a while till I cut her in my arms once more.
Ophelia!
No.
To hell with your soul!
Hamlet,
I can't get over this issue.
what issue?
How could you think I did this? I love her!
Pull your sword for the last time. No, there she is.
Hamlet.
Hamlet! No!
You're behind all of this!
I'm not going. No, there isn't to live anymore. No.
Hamlet, my dear friend, bless you by heaven.
What do I see here?
Would you like to see this tragedy? You've come to the right place.
Would you like me to listen to the kingdom? No, by arriving at this moment, and since there's no one left to be the king, I have the right to claim the kingdom of Denmark.
Long live the king.
You want all the proper ceremony. Precious day, nobleman, Prince of Denmark. May the God get your soul a miserable. May the God get your miserable soul a good place rest. Hamlet!